Have you ever wanted to become a billionaire just so you can found and run your own space agency with the aim of colonizing Mars in your own name? Imagine having your own flag design planted onto the Martian surface. Well, yes, hello fellow engineers and welcome to EarthX, a game that allows you to do exactly that. But why is it so blurry? It's so blurry. Hang on, let me go into settings. Oh. We're at 720p. Hang on a second. Right, I imagine this is going to be like going from not wearing glasses. Ooh, wearing glasses. That is sharp. That is sharp. Anyway, this game allows you to do exactly that. So you get to pick yourself as a CEO. I think that pretty much represents me. If I was going to be a CEO, I'd probably wear a suit and a hat. We are going to be Melon Usk, or Melon Usk. And for our company name, we are bringing back the UK Space Agency. And yes, if you remember our Kerbal playthroughs, you remember the UK Space Agency was responsible for this, as well as this, and yes, a few explosions and other disasters, but mainly it was very memorable and positive. So let's create a new game. We've got a tutorial on, see what we're doing.
Since you decided to buy EarthX among tens of thousands of other games.
Well, so someone was just telling me what I need to do, and she was talking for so long it went dark. It's now nighttime, but don't worry if we go over this way to the lovely UK, which looks very strong in this globe. It's nice and sunny over here. It's daylight. So we've got 60 million to play with. We've got 15 skill points we can spend as well. So if we start with our research tree, you can see we've got loads of different things we can unlock. Ooh, all sorts. Now we're going to start with a small rocket because you got to start somewhere. You see we've got 10 skill points. We've got 3,150,000. But we've got to build a factory and an office. So if we come down to this icon here, which looks like a man holding a warning sign, we can build a factory for 450,000 or an office for 2,800,000. Blimmin' hell. Anyway, let's build those. Can we plonk these anywhere? I think they need to go on Great Britain. So they should get built pretty soon. It's really dark, but I've got a torch. I can bring my torch over England. So sorry guys, no sleeping tonight. There we have our small factory. I want to make this easy to remember, so I'm going to rename that as the shaft. And this is going to be not office, the balls. So now we have both of those. We can go back into our research tab. So we'll click on the small rocket. You can see everything is done. So let's unlock that. We've unlocked it. Right, and now we have the ability to launch a rocket. We've got to come into this button, the contracts, because we need contracts in order to make money. So on this contract, we've got to launch a very small LEO, which I think is what we've just unlocked. So we've got the rocket to do that. Now we've got to enter our bid in here, and you can see there's other companies that have bid. So since I want to win this one, I think I'm going to undercut all of them. I'm going to go for 15 million. Well, 15.26 million. Let's hope we win. All right, nice. So we did win. We have a year left to complete the contract. Can I just launch now? No rockets found. Oh, poo, we've got to build a rocket. Right, let's hit pause. Down here in vehicles. All right, so it starts off with, we've got vehicles. Let's just buy a small rocket. So this is going to cost 1.7 million. We still got 53 mil. So let's get that constructed. That's going to take us 56 seconds. So whilst that's happening, let's have a little look in the research and see what else we got. We got prototypes over here. So for a rocket engine, we've got to launch 4 small rockets and then we'll unlock that. So let's have another look at the contracts and see if there's anything else we want to try and do. What's this bottom one? It's got a timer on. There's only a minute left. That means I want it. Hang on, it's all gone red. It's all gone red. What have I done? I've broken it already. So in the top right, you can see I've built my small rocket, but I don't have a hangar. So let's zoom back into the UK Space Agency base. We're going to need a hangar. We're also going to need a launch pad as well. So let's build a launch pad maybe there in Wales. Or is that Cornwall? Not really sure where that is. And then a small hangar. Can I squeeze that there? Oh, look, I'm gaining land mass. I've just made Great Britain even bigger. Right, so you can see the bars are going up, they're getting built, and then we should be able to launch finally. Right, so there you go. You can see our buildings are built. We've got our launch platform. Let's zoom out, and in the middle of the night, let's launch our rocket. So we've got a 61% failure chance, which isn't great, but that's what it is when you first start one of these companies. You can also see as well, if we just launch it now, we're going to lose the entire cost, 100%. That's because this isn't part of the contract, so we need to go back to the contracts. We need to go into that one, and we need to say launch now, because we'll get 15 mil if it works. So select our rocket and then let's launch. So T minus 3, 2, 1, launch. Where is it? What? I didn't see. What? Wait, what the? I launched it from the other side of the world. Where's that? I launched it near Australia. That wasn't the intention. However, check this out. Congratulations. It worked. So it's 2003. We launched our first rocket from the wrong launch pad, but that's not the point. We can also predict when we're going to hit new milestones like our first landing, the ISS supply, first capture in space. But Melon Usk is not cocky, so we're not going to do that at all. Man, look at the profit we made on that. No wonder Melon is a billionaire. Right, next up then, we do have a few other things we got to do. We got some test flights. One involves putting a potato into orbit. Okay, that sounds fun. So let's buy a few more of these rockets. I might actually buy like 3 of them just so they're stacked up. I do actually need more factories if I want to build more in one go, but I think that'll be all right for now. Or perhaps I can literally build I'm building a bridge to France out of buildings. All right, there we go. No more Brexit. Great Britain and Europe have reunited in the form of factories. And once this building is built, it means we can build 2 rockets at once. Right, so in the top right, you can see we're constructing 2 rockets. I've also got one built already. So let's do this orbital spud launch. Chances of failure have actually reduced a bit, I think, because we had 1 flight. We learnt a lot last time. So let's launch this, and then we got to find where on Earth we're launching this from. It's not from Great Britain again. Oh, there you go. There it goes. There it goes. Did we do it? Success. We launched a potato into orbit. It cost us 2 million. I don't know if that was worth it, if I'm honest. We missed a launch platform on Weird Island near Australia. Why are you there? Why are you there?
Why are you there?
I want to launch from Great Britain. I spent 15 million on that. Right, anyway, we can also send some concrete into space. May as well do that. Let's give it oh, look, that's in the right place. Yes, UK Space Agency. Oh, I'm so proud. Please don't blow up or anything. Right, it's going. It is going. Wait, is that good? Yes, I think that's successful. Success. The UK Space Agency has done it again. Nice. So now there's a potato and a lump of concrete orbiting the Earth. So I'm going to do one more contract, which will probably involve another rocket. So let's build another one. Look at the failure chance now. It's going down every single time. So we'll get another 2 more built. All right, and then it seems most of our contracts, they're not ideal. They're all red, which means we're going to have to make money a different way until we can research the right things. Now, if we come down into this tab, link. This is how Melon Usk is going to make most of his money. And this basically provides internet to the entire world. And all we got to do is launch 294 links into the atmosphere, which we can build in a gigafactory. Now, we don't have a gigafactory unlocked, so perhaps we could hire some managers to help us. Now, looking at all of these, I think the main person I'd need is probably a lead engineer, although they have milestones they demand. Like, he needs us to land 21 times on a drone ship. Oh man, I really want to hire Will Smith as well. That's Men in Black Will Smith, not Wild Wild West one. Right, so I guess the next logical thing to do is work to unlock the medium rocket. So we've got to launch 2 more small rockets and test 3 rocket engines. Now we can unlock the rocket engine by launching 1 more small rocket. So let's get that done. And we're going to do that by sending some more concrete into space. So we launched that over in our Aussie base. I mean, it's not really Aussie. What island is that? I probably should know. Geography has never been my strong point. But nice, that has happened, which means we can now unlock the rocket engine. I guess let's build that for 1.2 mil. Oh, and look what I have just noticed. You can upgrade your rockets. So in the research tree, we've got upgrades, and we've just unlocked the telemetry one. So for 4 million, let's launch that, and that will allow us to see how fast and high the rockets go. Meanwhile, our rocket engine is available to test. So 300 grand, boom, let's test it. Oh, we get a little camera view of this. So there it goes. The flames are doing the flame thing. I think that's a successful test. Okay, next up we're going to do a full length fire. So test that. 500 grand. There's a cloud in the way. Get out of the way, cloud. So this is what £500,000 gets you. More clouds, basically. The trees are going absolutely mental. I don't know if they're headbanging or something. Melon Usk plays hardcore metal music constantly during his time at work. Right, meanwhile, we've got some contracts we can actually take out. So the Rocket Yeeter Inc. are currently winning this one. That says no one else bidding. Let's just put the biggest bid we can in. 60 million. Yes, please. Right, we've also got boost work. That is one we can do. 15 million accept offer. Yeah, sure, we'll do that for 15 mil. We've also got some medium rockets. Now, I haven't unlocked that yet. I think that's a bit risky if I try and do that. We do have a few years. Sod it, why not? We'll do that. I think we'll be able to do that one fine. Oh, look, the Rocket Yeeter. Someone else has bid. They're all bidding 60 mil. As long as no one undercuts me. Oh, he's just undercut me. PDF space, damn you. Anyway, whilst the bidding is going on, we've still got some research to do. So to get the medium rocket, we need to launch 1 more small rocket and test 1 more rocket engine. So we'll test that, 500 grand. Then we'll launch one of those, 25% chance of failure. Pretty good. Meanwhile, we've got to keep building rockets. Now, these are cheaper because we've got stats. So look, you can see how fast it's going, how high it's going. Decent. profit. And now we can unlock the medium rocket. So that is unlocked. And we've got to launch 7 in order to upgrade to make it cheaper. We've also got other upgrades like ride share, telemetry, cargo capsules. Ooh, and a manual landing. Cool. Now we've also unlocked a hat, the UK Space Agency hat. So I guess we'll use that. It costs 5 million, but it makes everything 50 grand cheaper apparently. I mean, I sort of thought it was going to be a cowboy hat considering that's one that we wear. But no, apparently it's a baseball cap, but whatever. Okay, right. Time to do some buildings because we've got medium stuff unlocked. So we need some medium factories. I think I'm going to spread into Europe for this. We're going to build properly across the channel. It's just one landmass now. We also need a medium launch pad. I think that's going to go right on the tip.
That's what she said.
Yeah, I think there will be good. And then we also need a medium hangar, so we'll shove that sort of there. And then all of those should build overnight. In the meantime, we'll do another evening launch from the UK. Look at it go. You can see how fast it's going. It's so fast. 1,000 kilometers an hour. I don't think we've had like one negative launch yet. They've all been a success. And then rather than keep doing this manually, I can actually go into the settings. So into settings, scroll down. We have auto launch. So we'll tick that. I'm also going to do always day as well. I don't like it being night. That's much better. We've got daylight everywhere. I think it's time to build solar panels everywhere. I've just doubled their efficiency. All right, medium rockets. We can build them for 3.5 million. So let's get one being built. You can see we've got another small rocket on our launch pad ready to go. So let's just select the contract we got to do. It's a Palapa. So that is launching. Wait, no, it isn't. The one over there launched. Why am I so bad at it? Oh no. Oh no. There's a failure. This is why I didn't want to launch over there. There's a reason Great Britain has the word great in it. Oh no. So we just lost like 5 mil on that. We're down to 13 million. I've been spunking money like anything. Right, we gotta keep an eye on the finances now. So which contract gives us the most money? It's the Arabsat. Success is 40 million. Failure could bankrupt us though. I think we gotta gamble. We have got to gamble. I don't know why we're looking at this camera angle. Right, well there it goes. I think we're doing the test. Oh no. Oh no. It's all gone wrong. Right, quite a few failures going on. Right, so at the tip of England, which some of you may call Scotland, we have the medium launch pad and it's ready to launch. Now our first medium thing is the Arabsat 781. It's got a 32% chance of failure, which means 2 out of 3 times it should go right. So we'll show it on there. We'll press launch. And look, you can see, oh, the rocket, hello. He is ready to go. Now, we need this to work. This is 37 million quid profit if it works. Come on, 2 in 3 chance. 2 in 3 chance. UK Space Agency? Yes. Okay, I think we've done it. Yes, we got 37 million in the bank. That was make or break for our company. Thankfully, we just made it. So, back in the contracts, we've got a year left to complete these two. So, we need a very small rocket and a medium rocket. So, we better come in here and we better build those. So, there is a medium one for 3 mil, and I'm building a small one as well. I've got a small one ready to go. So what I'll do, we'll go into the Rascom and we'll launch that for hopefully 3 million. 23% chance of failure. Now, this one's over here in the sea. It's looking okay though. Come on, UK Space Agency. Yes, that's another success. All right, so I guess we'll just keep going with the different contracts, trying to make more cash. All right, so basically in these contracts, I think there's some that you can bid on. So I'll just bid on the Rocket Eater again for 16.8 million. But then a lot of these other ones, they're just like fixed fees. So obviously I'm not going to do that one for 4 million. That's not worth my time. But I could do the 10 million one. So we'll accept that. And then we'll build a few rockets. So we'll do the small ones. I think 4 of those should do. You probably need a medium or 2 as well. In our research to get the next prototype, the rocket hopper, we're still trying to test 3 rockets. So I guess we'll keep doing the full length fire test. That's happening over there. Hopefully that number will go down. So we've got another one done. Whilst that's going on, we're going to launch the Arabsat 4783. Although no, we're not, because look here, a capsule is required, and if we go into our vehicles, we need to upgrade it to get the cargo capsule. Oh no, we need to launch 9 medium rockets. So I think we're actually going to fail that contract. Is that going to cost us 20 million? Oh, I'm an idiot. Anyway, let's launch some of these small ones. Oh look, we launched that from North America. I didn't know we had a thing up there. We're colonizing everywhere. Anyway, look, we got 37 million profit for that. All right, so I'm just going to launch another one of these small rockets. So I'm going to launch from the UK. Yeah, that's launching from our Welsh site. Oh, mind the satellite above. Bloody hell. Oh, that was tight. That was close. But there it goes. That looks like it was a success. Yep, nice. And now in our research tab, look, we've got a little blue dot by the medium rocket, which means we've unlocked an upgrade, the ride share. So that allows us to launch multiple payloads with one rocket. So yes, we'll upgrade that for 5 million. We'll bid on the EU rocket. And then we'll do the same from Germany. Germany, give me your money. All right, so basically Germany has given us 3 different things to launch, 3 payloads. So we'll launch one of them, and whilst that's happening, can we launch the other one? So yeah, we've got a launch hit. Oh no, that looks like it's failed. I think that's failed. It's falling down. Oh dear, that was a failure. How is the one over the other side of the world doing? That looks a bit more successful. I think that was a good launch. So sorry Germany, you win some, you lose some, it seems. Yeah, we can now upgrade our small rocket as well, which means if we spend 3 million, our rocket should be cheaper. So if we come and build a few small rockets. Oh, nice. They cost less than 1 million each. So let's build 4 of those. Grab some more contracts. I'm going to set up my Jeffs to launch one at a time. So there's one. So as we zoomed out, you can see we're launching simultaneously off either side of the world. We have conquered the universe. I may be exaggerating a bit there. But nice. 3 million profit for that one. 4 million profit for that one. Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers, Jeff.
And then we just rinse and repeat. So let's build some more rockets. Look at the failure chance. 7%. This is banging. So 4 of them on the go. We'll launch more rockets. Got the simultaneous launch going on again. I'll tell you what. I might try and get a launch pad on every continent. I literally want to take over the world. So first off, let's zoom into Europe. Let's build some more hangars. These will allow us to store more rockets. Shove a little hangar down on Italy and one over in Portugal. Right, and then small launch pads. We want a few of these. So we already launched from Europe. Let's get one in Africa. We'll go proper in the middle. Let's go about there. Another one in South America. Again, bang in the middle, I think. Then we'll do a North Pole. Where is the North Pole? Is it that bit or is it over there? Right, I'm going to guess it's there, but I'm not entirely sure. We're going to do one in the South Pole as well. Right, nice. We can launch from every continent now. Oh, except for Asia. Sorry, Asia, I forgot about you. So we'll build a few more small rockets, accept a load of contracts, including one to send a millionaire's ashes into space. It was his dying wish. So yeah, we'll accept that. Right, then back in the research tree, just going to prototypes. Yes, it does look like testing the rocket engines has helped. So back onto rocket engine, we'll do one more test with the crazy head-banging trees. There you go, we've unlocked the rocket hopper. This prototype will allow you to practice landings of your rockets. Okay, we'll build one of those. And then to get a spaceship engine, we've just got to test those twice and automatically land 14 rockets. But first off, since we've got all of these active contracts, let's launch them all at once. Oh man, look at the failure rate as well. We're down to 3.6% failure. So basically, I'm never going to fail. All right, so that's all of our launch pads ready to go. So they're all going to launch. I can literally scroll for quite a while. And if we look, every continent is launching. The North Pole, the South Pole, South America, Europe, Asia, everywhere. Oh, and look at all this money coming in. It's just constant money. And it also means we've finally unlocked the cargo capsule. Nice. Let's unlock that. We've also unlocked the ability to sell flamethrowers. It'll cost us 100 million, but it means every rocket we create will cost 250 grand less. So once we get 100 million, we're definitely going to invest into that. But for now, we're sticking with the hats. And I like to imagine these are the Peace, Love and Bridges hat from my merch store. You should check it out. realcivilengineer.store. All right, let's send this millionaire's ashes into space. So we'll launch that with a small rocket. We'll also do these remaining contracts. So nice. They're all taking off. Hopefully they shouldn't fail. We've got very good at launching rockets. They look good to me. Nice, we've got money. I just want to check with the flamethrowers if oh, okay, so that gives me 100 million straight up, but it means everything I buy costs more. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Either way, we've just gained 100 million. Nice, because that means we can build some cargo capsules. Now these cost 7 million each, but they will allow us to send stuff to the International Space Station, which means we can do some of these contracts that have ISS on it, like this one. We can also do some more rocket testing. So yeah, we'll test that. Static fire. The camera's going mental on that test, but I think it's successful. The trees are happy still. And we can also research the 150-meter hop. So this will get us ready for landing rockets back, which I can only imagine will mean we don't actually lose rockets. So profits will soar because we can reuse them. So let's have a look. It's going up. The cows are freaking out. They don't like it. It should go to 150 150 meters, which apparently is off the screen. And then hopefully it will land back down on its feet. Yes, here it comes. Here it comes. Is it going to do it? Is it going to do it? Gently, gently. Yes. Successful test. Let's do another test of that. So we've tested the 2 rocket hoppers. The next thing we've got to do is automatically land 14 rockets. Oh, I've just worked out in order to get the actual cargo capsule support, I need to pass these challenges. So we need to launch 8 medium rockets. And unfortunately, the only medium rocket to launch is this one, the boost work, which requires a GEO rocket. Now, did the game earlier tell me if I build a drone ship, I can do that? I don't know. Let's build one of them and see what happens. It's only 16 million. Chump change to me. I'm also going to continue building into Europe and actually expanding Europe. I quite like making the landmass bigger. We'll build a few factories down here. So the more factories I have, the more rockets I can build at once. Oh, and look, we've got a medium ISS, which we can do now for secret lab. So if we accept that offer, once our medium rocket is built, which will be in 20 seconds, we should be able to launch that and make some money. Meanwhile, I'll keep the small and the very small rockets going, because that's just easy cash in my opinion. We'll build more small rockets, launch them all into space, and take that fat cash paycheck. All right, and then unfortunately, the medium ISS one, it now says no capable rockets, even though we literally have cargo capsules and medium rockets ready to go. So I'm guessing that means I need to unlock the cargo capsule support, which means I've got to launch 8 medium rockets. Now, there's no contracts to do those without cargo. So unfortunately, I'm just going to have to take a loss on these. 3 million per rocket. So sorry, medium rockets. You're just getting launched for no reason. Look, there it goes. At least it's successful. It didn't blow up. And another one here from the Great British, well, which is now the Great Europe-ish Space Center. Nice. Right, build a load of medium rockets. We only need to launch 3 more and then we're good. We'll keep launching our small rockets so we have some money coming in. So launching from Great Britain and Africa at the same time. Nice money. Right, so I've got a load of medium rockets ready as well. So I just need to I gotta static fire these to increase the chance of success. So you can see this one at the top, I did the static test. So there's an 8.9% chance of failure. This one I skipped and there's 12.5. Actually, that's not, I don't think that's worth doing. Sod it, we'll skip them all. I can live with 12.5% failure. So we'll launch those 2 and then hopefully if they're successful, which I think that one is, where's my other one? It's over there. Double success. Oh, I still need to launch one more. Hang on. All right, so there goes the last one at the top of my screen. Cost me 3.7 million, but now we've got the cargo support capsule support. The cargo capsule support unlocked. That's around 12 mil. That's unlocked. And also in this, we've finally unlocked the large rocket. We can do a moon orbit. 31 million to unlock. Look how cool it looks though. So yeah, let's unlock that. We've even got a link terminal that we can unlock. So yes. We can also start selling bricks in our merch store, which means we get 35 mil cash. Thank you. And finally, we've unlocked a large factory. But not only that, there's a gigafactory, which allows us to build the link, the wireless internet service. And once we get 292 of those, we'll start making serious cash. However, for now, I think we've got to accept more contracts because now we have the large rockets. Look, these have the GEO, the ISS, the MEO, so many TLAs. But essentially, it just means we can accept more contracts. So first off, let's build a large factory. We'll plonk that down there. And we'll build a large hangar somewhere in the Italian Alps. And then, oh no, to build a large launch pad, I need 125 million. So I guess for now, we've just got to accept more medium and small contracts to get that money up. But for now, guys, I think we'll leave it there. I love that my company's taken over most of Europe and turned it into a single landmass. And next time, perhaps we'll be spreading across the continent into the Americas, into the Asias. If you want to see more, boost your like button. Otherwise, I'll say peace, love, and Melon Usk. Bye!